Peace, 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 love, prosperity, abundance, self-love, self-care, wisdom, knowledge, patience, understanding, Western standing, all the four corners of the earth standing. Family, how y'all doing? Thank you for always taking time out of your busy day, your busy schedule, your beautiful sleep to watch my videos. And my lips is not dry. I have dry skin. Yeah, so pardon me if you're new here. You're going to see me lick my lips alive. Even when I put lip gloss on, it still look dry. Family, growing up in Africa, West Africa, Ghana, they used to say that educating a female is a waste of time. And even though it's 2023, this is the 21st century, the same part of the world or same part of Ghana, they still have this belief system that women shouldn't be educated. You shouldn't educate the girl child. They should rather educate the male. So the same part of Ghana, they only send the men to school and the women who go to farm and do all the housework and everything. Okay, this is still happening today. And the reason why they say that is because they believe that a woman's job is to be in the kitchen, right? And my grandmother, my mama, who is one of my, if you're new here, she's my spirit guide now. She's right here on my arm. Yeah, she's my spirit guide on the other side. When she was alive, she used to say that when you educate a man, you educate an individual. When you educate a woman, you educate the whole nation. I never really understood that, but as I'm growing and maturing, I fully get it now. Because women are supposed to be nurturing, right? We're the ones that's supposed to be raising the kids. So basically, we're the ones that program the kids. Yeah. So when a woman go to school or when the woman is knowledgeable, she pass that knowledge on to her kids. They don't want that. But there's difference between knowledge and being knowledgeable on a different aspect of life and education. And we talk about education, there's classroom education and there's just regular education. Like I'm sitting here and I'm speaking, it might sound educated to some people. Okay. It might be education to some people. Okay. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because when a woman is conscious, right? When a woman is, and another form of saying consciousness is saying righteous or saying Christ-like. Because Christ means consciousness. Christ is a title. It's not Jesus. Jesus is the name of a person. But Christ is consciousness. So if you're watching me and your name is Angel, you can be Angel Christ. Angel consciousness. Your name is Michael Christ, Princess Christ. Okay, I'm just trying to break it down so you can understand. When a woman is conscious, when a woman is righteous, when a woman is Christ-like, right? She passed that knowledge, the knowledge that she knows, that inner knowledge that comes from within. She programmed her kids to be. She programmed her kids. She passed that knowledge on to her kids, and her kids will end up passing it on, and together the world will wake up, right? But they don't want that. They don't want that. That's why they don't want to educate the female. Does that make sense? That's why they don't want to educate the female. But guess what? When the woman wakes up, when the womb man wakes up, when the womb man wakes up, the game changes. When the woman wakes up, the game changes. Watch this video. Watch this video. Especially if it's a black woman. Especially if it's a black woman or a brown woman or a woman of color. Watch this video. Thank you for watching. Give yourself a hug. When you educate a man, you educate an individual. When you educate a woman, you educate the whole nation. Thank you for watching. When the awakening hits, you can't stop it.
Can I share with you just a few reasons why I walked away from the religion of Christianity? So I was born into Christianity. I had no choice. You were expected to carry on being a Christian. Went to church every Sunday, did everything a Christian ought to do. I gave my life to Christ as a child. We were taught that we had to give our lives to Jesus. Altar calls were made in our children churches after we had been given a sermon about heaven and hell, about what will happen to you if you do not receive Jesus. I remember watching in church back in those days. We were told to give up our televisions in the church I grew up in because the television could cause the devil to come in the home. So you couldn't watch TV, but we could go to church and go and watch movies, right? Film night. And trust me, the film nights was nothing, no Disney movies. We would go and watch movies like The Burning Hell. Parents would be separated from kids, and we would be shown these movies about what your life would look like if you do not give your life to Jesus. And after you're done watching this very scary place, they frighten you and then do an altar call and tell you, come and give your life to Jesus. We were children. We didn't know better. We didn't know we were none the wiser. We just go forward, give our lives to Christ in tears. I remember giving my life to Jesus as a child in tears. Now I'm expected to carry on being a Christian until my child came to me and said, I do not want to be a Christian. And when I asked him, why not? He said he heard about how barbaric the death of Jesus was, and he didn't want to identify with that. And I looked at him, and really and truly, he had a point. Why did Jesus, the Savior of the world, have to die in such a horrific manner? If he was God, why would he need to be killed in that manner? Right? And so I started questioning. If children are innocent, why are we teaching this to children? Why are we telling children that they need to give their lives to Jesus? What does Jesus need the lives of people for? So I started questioning. And today I realized there was not good enough reasons to be a Christian. So I walked away. And I couldn't then pass on the religion to my own kids. Well, it turns out that the Jesus they said was going to save us, him and his daddy were the same ones that planted the tree in the garden. I mean, think about it. An all-knowing God, all-powerful, plants a tree and says, don't touch, to two people who didn't know whether they were going or coming, and left them to their own devices. He comes back, they've eaten from this tree. You would think that a good God would forgive them. No, he decides to punish them. Not only punishes these two, he then goes further to create hell, where anyone who comes after these two would then be punished after you're dead. Would it not have been better to save those two or forgive them? Would it not have been better? Just forgive them and then solve all the problems. But now I, in 2023, get to partake in a fruit I didn't eat. Now I'm being punished. My children are being punished. You're being punished for a fruit that you didn't eat. And guess what? If you think that you escape here on earth, the chances are you're going to go and be punished even further after you die. I think at this point, we need to realize that out of the so many gods out there, what makes you think that Jesus' daddy is the real God? How did you work it out? How did you decipher that Jesus' daddy was is the one and only true God? How did you work it out? Until you work it out, stop teaching it to kids. Stop telling kids that they're going to hell. Stop telling kids that it's child abuse for you to teach something that you know nothing about. And what even frustrates me when I think about it now, I was traumatized as a child, made to give my life to Jesus in tears after being shown places, this hell place where you'll be burned forever and ever. Well, guess what? It turns out the person who told the story of creation, Moses, he wasn't even there at the point of creation. Where was Moses when he wrote the story? He wasn't even born when the story supposedly happened. So it's either Moses lied or he made it up. So no, I'm in the business of waking you up, waking people up. Start asking questions. Before you wait, or even if you must give your children the religion of Christianity or any religion, wait until they are adults. Giving or indoctrinating children into a religion that you are not sure of, whether you've got the right religion or not, can pass as indoctrination and abuse. So we can do better as people, right? Let's do better. Let's be better. And thankfully, my child was 9 years old. He didn't want to identify with a God that thinks it's okay to kill his own child in order to save humanity. It makes no sense. I'm thankful to my son and to myself for doing the hard work and figuring out that this religion ain't it at all. It's not all that it's made out to be. No, thank you.